Hello guys, this is Shiv and today we'll discuss about the evaluation of the postfix expression in C++ under the topic application of stack. So first we will discuss the flow of the program, and after that with the help of output of the program we will understand how postfix expression is calculated. So let's start. So we'll write vi, we'll write stack 8.cpp. Okay guys, actually stack 8 is our program name. So this is our program, this is our 8th program under the topic stack, and in this program we will evaluate the postfix expression using stack, and for stack we will use array, and this program is in C++. Okay guys, and whatever final output we will get here, it may be in float or int as per the logic. So first we will include the IO stream math.h string.h. After that we'll write using namespace std for standard input output. We'll define the maximum size of the stack 100. Here we are storing the 100 element for the stack. Okay guys, and now we'll write the class post-eval private. We will take the array, float type array stack, will pass the max size whatever we define here 100, and we'll take the private integer variable top. In public we will take the constructor and will initialize the top variable to -1. -1 denote the stack is empty. Okay guys, and we'll take some member function push, pop and postfix eval. Okay, so these are the body of the push, pop and postfix eval. We will come here as per the flow of the program. So first we will come in the main body, in the because execution of the program always start from the main, so we will also start from here. So in main body we will take a character variable choice float result float type, and this is the class name whatever we wrote a few lines ago. So post eval class name and its object ps. Okay, so we'll take here a do while loop. In do while loop first we'll write system clear to clear the terminal. Will print the heading postfix expression evaluation in C++, and will write the object of the class name dot member function of the class postfix eval. So control will go here in postfix eval. So in postfix eval we will come here postfix eval. So here we will take the float variable ab temp len integer type, and this is the character array. Will pass the max size here which is 100. In this postfix character array we will receive the input from the user, that is postfix expression we will receive in this array. So we'll ask first to the user enter the postfix expression. We'll take the input in this array from the user in cin by cin. Okay, and here we will whatever input has been entered by the user, whatever postfix expression has been entered by the user, will calculate the length by this method strlen, and whatever length of the expression we will get, we will assign to this len integer variable. And here this is the for loop will start from 0 to less than len. Okay guys, and in this for loop we will write the if statement, and here we will check the value of the array at this index. In this postfix character array, the value at this index should be less than equal to 9 and greater than equal to 0. If this is true, then we will call this push method and will pass this expression postfix array at this particular index, whatever value will be, and -48. This expression we will pass in this push method if this if statement is true. And here we are whatever in a postfix character array at this index, whatever value we will get in integer, it will be in ASCII. So that's why we are taking the character value 0 to 9 to check the value, but we can't do the calculation in the character. We can do the calculation in float integer type of data type. Okay guys, so that's why we are writing here postfix I minus 48 to convert in appropriate integer value whatever value has been entered by the user. So in ASCII value you can see 48 has been denoted by 0 in ASCII. In integer it will be 48. So suppose that user has entered the 0, then 0 in postfix at this particular index, then postfix I minus 48 means if it is 0 then it will be 48. So 48 minus 48 it will be 0. So we will get the exact value has been entered by the user here in this expression. Suppose that user has entered the 2, so 2 means 50, so this value will be 50 postfix I. Okay, so 50 minus 48 we will get the 2. So whatever user will enter at this value, whatever value will be entered by the user at this particular index in postfix character array, it will be converted into the same value by this logic. Okay guys, so we'll move in the push method. So in push method, first we will check whatever value has been entered by the user at that particular index will be catch in the item in push, means postfix I minus 48. So whatever value will be get by the calculation of that statement will be called by the item float type. Okay, here. So first here we will check whether top is equal to max size minus 1. If it is true, then we will show the message stack is full. Otherwise, first we will increment the index value of the top. So at the starting it was minus 1, so plus plus will become it 0, means minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0. So in float type of stack array, in index 0 this item value will be stored. So control will again come here in postfix eval. In postfix eval again control will come here at this line. So when this statement executed, okay, so if this statement is not true, then we will go into the else statement. Actually in if statement we were checking for the operand value. In else statement we are checking the operator value. So if there is no operand in the expression at this particular index, then we will go in the else part and will check for the operator. So here we will call 2 time pop method, and whatever value we will get we will store into the this appropriate variable a and b, which is float type, here you can check. Okay, so control will go into the pop, so we'll move to the pop. So into the pop we will first take a float item variable, and first we will check whether top is equal to minus 1, and if it is minus 1 then will denote the message stack is empty or invalid postfix expression. Suppose that user has entered the wrong postfix expression, then still control will come in this line. Okay guys, else if everything is right, then what we will do, first whatever value will be in the top variable at this particular index will be stored in the item, and after that top variable will be decrement. So index value of this stack array, float type stack array, will be decrement, means stack size will be decrement by decrement this top variable. So size will be decrease at this line of the stack. So whatever item we will get in this item we will return in the pop method here. So this item will be stored into the a. Like that again when pop method will be called, so another value will be stored in the b. So here in switch statement we will check whether it is plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulo or power. Okay guys, so this postfix array at this particular index will give this value. So accordingly we will calculate the expression. If it is plus, then we will calculate the b plus a. If it is minus, b minus a, multiplication b into a, division b divide a. And for modulo we are taking here f mod f, math library function, because we are taking the float type of variable for operation. So for this math library function has been provided for this float type of variable. If it is integer, then we can directly use this expression, no issue. But for float type of variable, to calculate the modulo, this function has been provided by the math library. Same for to calculate the power between two variables, we are using POW. This is also math library function. Okay guys, so like this we will, whatever value we will get from here, will store in the temp. And again this temp, whenever will come out of the switch statement, we will pass this temp variable value into the push method again. Okay, and at the end of this postfix eval, in return statement we are passing pop method. So whatever value will be returned by this pop method, same value will be returned by this postfix eval method here. Okay guys, so this like this postfix eval method will be completed. So now control will again come here. So it will return value, so that value will be returned, will be stored in the result float type of variable. This is float type, so we will store the result in this result variable and will print the same. That will be our final value of the postfix expression. With heading, the postfix evaluation is, some lines are there, we will print for better designing. And will ask from the user, do you want to continue? Will take the choice from the user as an input and will clear the terminal and will check. If he entered the y, then we will continue same, and same logic will repeat again, whatever I have described. And we will if he entered any other value than y, then we will come out of the program. We will come out of this while loop, do while loop. Okay, and will exit from the program. So I think you got the flow of the program, how program is has been designed here. So now let's compile and run the program to see the output. So we'll write g++ stack 8 dot cpp -o stack 8. So program is compiled successfully. Now we'll run our program. So stack 8. So it is asking enter the postfix expression, but we are human being, so we need some conversion mechanism, some logic to convert infix expression whatever we use in daily life to convert to postfix. After that postfix expression we will pass here. So in stack 6 program, in our previous lecture, we have already made a program. Okay, let me stretch it. Okay, let me minimize it. So in stack 6 program, we have already made program to convert the infix expression to postfix expression. So we will use that program here. So first we will enter the infix expression, will convert to postfix, and that postfix expression will be passed here as an input to calculate final value of the postfix expression. Okay guys, so for example we are writing 2 plus 3, so we will get the postfix expression here 2 3 plus. So we'll write here 2 3 plus. So final output is 5 here, you can see. So like that we can write 2 3 multiplication, means 2 3 multiplication nothing but, let me 2 multiply by 3, so it will be 2 3 multiplication. So we will get 6, which is right. Like this it will give the exact right value whatever we will get from here. Okay, so let me try some big expression. 2 minus 3 into 3 power 2 minus 6. So we will get this postfix expression. So let me pass it here. So it will be 2 3 minus 3 2 power multiplication 6 minus. So our output will be minus 15. So let me use the calculator to check whether it is right or wrong. So we'll write here we'll write this infix expression in our calculator. So we'll write 2 minus 3 multiplication 3 power 2 closing parenthesis minus 6. So we'll get minus 15. Same value we are getting here in postfix expression. This is the infix, this is the postfix, and we will pass this postfix expression. We are passing this postfix expression here as an input to calculate, to evaluate, and we are getting 15. Okay guys, so means that our logic is working fine. So I think guys you got the idea how we can calculate the postfix expression. So do practice. Thank you so much. Bye bye.